Okay.
Hello everyone, this is Ultimate Number and welcome to Donkey Kong 64, one of my favorite games of all time, and probably my favorite game of the Nintendo 64 ever. Many games on the N64 are pretty high up there with my favorite game, but this game I have so much nostalgia for, so much childhood memories of and whatnot. I just simply adore this game. Now, there are many playthroughs of this. This game is kind of overdone and whatnot. And quite frankly, I think those playthroughs are done purely out of because people want them to, or just they're kind of forced on it, or they just play this because this game is similar to Banjo Kazooie and whatnot. But they don't really have any much good opinions on this game. I feel. Me though, I just really love this game. Whether it's playing it normally or playing it with glitches, I think both are about on par, honestly. Because this game is kind of broken with a bunch of glitches. Sometimes you can just look at it wrong and it glitches out on you. But I've decided that I'm gonna play this game normally. I'll glitch if I want to show off something. If I have nothing to show off, then I won't glitch. I'll only glitch if I absolutely must or absolutely want to. Playing it with and without glitches, I think, are about equally fun, I feel. And, yeah. So, before we actually get started here, yeah, I turned off story skip, and that is because, first of all, the DK wrap is a problem for copyright and whatnot, so if I show it, then, yeah, we're gonna have problems. Second of all, I should probably show you how you can get this game to run. Well, first let me pause the game here. Let's see, where do we want to go? Oh yeah, options. So, no, don't show that yet. Don't show that yet. Um, for plugins, well, first of all, the emulator, you want to get the latest version of Project 64, because, yeah. So, the plugins I'm using here are, well, these are the plugins I'm using for this playthrough because, I can't get this run to get any faster, so I'm using these plugins to make it slightly faster, but, you actually want to use the final version of Glide 64. It'll run very slow if you do, but that's the recommended thing. Of course, you want 8 megabytes. I believe that's on by default. And in this setting, Recompiler, you want to set this to Interpreter. I'm not sure what that does, but it's good. And finally, in the graphics plugin itself, you basically want these settings. The final version looks a bit different from this, but it's pretty much more or less the same. From my settings, you want to actually enable read every frame, and I think that's it. I'll put in post if you have to enable any more settings. Oh, I think you want precise LOD calculation precise or something like that. But I don't know. All these graphics plugins and whatnot, they fix like spazzing out textures, the fast timer and whatnot. Oh yeah, and the audio plugin. I recommend sync game to audio, and I recommend you press F4. Even though when you enable sync game to audio, when you press F4, it doesn't speed the game up anymore because it's syncing game to audio and whatnot. But if you do it here, it reduces popping and sudden lag. I don't know why this fixes it, but it does. So anyway, I'm just falling down here because I'm looking at a number of references in here. We got Picture Candy, one of those swinging bed things. I wish I had one of those. We got a rope, a stump, a radio, some TNT, some bananas in a trash can. Let's look in the garbage can. Yuck, shouldn't have looked. I like these bananas because if you step on them, They make a squish sound and you slip on them, and you slip on them in various ways too. Like that. Here we got some books, a keg, a barrel, a shelf. The thing Cranky played in Donkey Kong Country, a girder from Donkey Kong, a tire, and a dolphin. I love the number of references in this game. It's very, very, very nice. I love this training area in general. I mean, just look at it. It's all peaceful. It sets us off into the game and whatnot. But I'm not here to look around for minutes on end. I mean, I could do that if I have nothing else to do, but let's just go to Cranky's lab. I would do voices, but as we've learned, I'm not really good with voices. Like, I could probably do a good Squawk's voice. So yeah, our buddies have been kidnapped, as if you don't know, or maybe you do not know, because I turned off story skip and you're watching this as the first playthrough. But yeah, story with this game is your banana horde got stolen, and your buddies have gotten kidnapped, or monkey-napped. And so it's up to us to rescue them and defeat K. Rool, King K. Rool, the villain, and his crumbling army. Cranky's not a big fan of the change from 2D to 3D, is he? Also, wow, that normally Donkey Kong spazzes out into infinity right there, but he didn't. So, a thing with emulating this game, I point out the plugins for a reason. This game is like almost impossible to emulate perfectly, but with my settings, it is, I'd say 98% perfect, 98% flawless. I bet with the settings I recommend you, it'd be like 99.5% perfect. Like, it just will improve your experience, believe me, if you want to emulate this game. I wish all games were emulatable. One game that I can never get to frickin' work is another one of my personal games I like, Gauntlet Legends. That game on the N64 is literally impossible to emulate. I would love to help you that game sometime, but alas, it's unemulatable. I know there's like Dreamcast version and PlayStation version, but yeah, I just can't. So anyway, the tutorials here. You gotta do them because you can't dive underwater until you do the water training one. You can't chuck oranges until you do this one. Good. You can't pick up things until you do the next one, and there's no vines in the game until you do the last one. So, that's pretty much a good way to force a tutorial, I believe. But I'd say this works out really nicely. It gets to introduce to speedrunnings, at least. I watch a lot of speedruns of this game, and every time I see this part, I get hyped. Just it's always the beginning area, just it gets me so hyped to see the speedrun already. And this one, chuck it. Nope, didn't get to do that. Chuck it at the tree, it'll explode on the tree, because when barrels either hit something or go to a certain distance, they explode. Whereas in Donkey Kong Country, they just go until they hit a wall. Alright, let's do the last one here. I really like how these barrels look. I mean, just look at it. We're like inside a barrel. There's no ceiling, but there is ground. And I like the jungle props that we got going here. Really aesthetic barrels. Maybe they gotten some moss in them, I don't know. If that's the story with these barrels, that's good job. I really love nature. I really do. I'm more of a nature-like person. It's why I like using grass-type starters in Pokemon. Like, every time I get a new Pokemon game, I would always choose the grass starter first, no matter what. I personally love the grass type. I really love nature. Yeah, I kinda took my time. Oh yeah, I'm using this headset, I noticed the one in part 0 had a bunch of buzzing in it, and I'm pretty sure they'll get annoying quickly. And since those headphones are pretty much a bit broken, I'm sure the buzzing will only get worse, so I'm still using the headset I used in the entirety of Final Fantasy and the subsequent playthroughs. Big Death Adventure and Starbend Zero. So yeah, still using this headset. I hope I get a new one very, very soon. My equipment in general is kind of... There's the spazzing out. The spazzing out, I believe, has to do with certain camera angles. So if you just switch the camera angle, you should be fine. I would glitch out of here, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna open the gate, because, I'm gonna be doing a somewhat of an organized playthrough, and I'm gonna be doing, like, a true 101% playthrough. In addition to 101%, I'm getting all colored bananas, all 3,500 of them. I'm getting all banana coins. Yes, even that one discovered rainbow coin. The 3 out of bounds coins, I'm not sure. A speedrun I watched didn't actually get those coins, so I'm not sure if I can actually get those coins. If those coins are possible, please say in the comments, and I will try to get them. And that brings our grand total banana coins to 977 coins. Almost 1,000 coins. That is a lot of coins. Which ties into maybe like one of... I don't know, this game barely has any problems with it. At least, to me at least. I just feel like this game, nothing is necessarily bad. Others will say it is bad, but I personally find it very, very okay. Anyway, apart from all those collectibles and whatnot, I'm also... Yeah, I opened the gate there because, I just don't feel like it's a true perfect game, or... You know, perfect game sounds kind of meh, so perfect file sounds more like it. So, perfect file or true 100%, or in this case 101%, however you say it. But I just don't feel like it's perfect file if I don't open that gate, because that gate doesn't open otherwise. So I'm going to be opening I'm going to unlock everything, is what I'm trying to say. The only things I will not collect is the ones that respawn, such as ammo crates and oranges. Like, I'll get them if I need to, which also ties in with another challenge, which like, the one challenge I will do with this game, although it's not much of a challenge. Maybe it'll restrict me someday, maybe it won't. I don't know. I really love K-Lumsy here. It's like, it reminds me of my own game. Well, I haven't really released it yet, but in my game, I had, like, it's a Chow game, and, like, when you recruit a second Chow in your party, it's like, you find a Chow egg, it hatches, and then the conversation goes like, "Hi, friend? Friend, yay, Chow 2 joined the party." And that's basically what's going on here. I really love that. I just find that really adorable. I've been kind of obsessed with adorableness lately, and cuteness. Like, magical hugs, or like, very miniature objects. I'm all for the cute. Maybe couldn't get this? Nope. Didn't even try to set it up. Oh well, this is more or less a normal playthrough anyway. So, whatever. Just gonna do this because it's kind of derpy. I would do levels out of order, but again, I'm gonna try not to use... Oh, okay. I'm gonna try not to use glitches. I'm surprised they have camera angles for depending on which B-locker you go to first. Kind of interesting. Oh my goodness. So apparently, if we somehow get past him without showing the bonus, he goes in the windmill in the sky? But speedrunners totally do this all the time. So is he just doomed to die in so-and-so level we may or may not visit later that has a windmill in the sky? I don't know. Jungle Japes. Ah yes, Jungle Japes. It's a fantastic beginner's level. Also a fantastic beginner's level for glitches, I might add. Also, this music right here, like, honest question, has anyone ever listened to the full version of this variety of the soundtrack? Also, has anyone ever seen this cutscene? Maybe you have as a kid, maybe you haven't. Like, this game, one of the main reasons I love it is because it is such, like, it is an easier version of Banjo-Kazooie, and it's filled with, like, a whole lot more collectibles. This game is much, much more child-friendly. Child-friendly in terms of visuals and gameplay, and just overall difficulty. It just catches my heart way more than Banjo-Kazooie for some reason. I'm just gonna hang around here because this music, I don't think any playthrough ever shows off this music. Like, it's... in Super Donkey Kong 64 or Mario 64 ROM hack, it does play this version of the track, which is really amazing to me. I'll speak more about that hack later, because that hack has so many flaws. Just hang around. Just bear with me. This track is so awesome. Just stare at those 3 coins here. I should probably pull out my notes. Yeah, because I'm going to have notes with me constantly. Mainly concerning the banana coins. The banana coins, I don't really pay much attention to. I've gotten every single one of them exactly once, and that was it. And by all of them, I mean 949. But now the total is 977, which I'm going to try to attempt to get, now that coins have been discovered. I really wish I could do this playthrough with some of my family, because I am very, very certain my big brothers, my big sister, my little sister, each and every one of us adores this game in one way or another. Like, this game just brings back the fondest of memories. I played this game all the time when I was a young bab. Just going here first, because I want to show this cutscene here. I want to try to show them my extent of my knowledge of this game. No promises, though. As we know, it's me. I am not the best commentator out there, but I try to be informative when I can. Oh boy, Cranky's Lab, as if we can get there now. Boo-hoo! Donkey crying. Oh, okay, that's enough. Balloon, I'll get that later. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, just... if I could, I would love to have a family LP of this game. I would love to have a family LP of any game, really. That's a really big idea of mine. Like, I know it would kind of be considered different channel worthy, because I know there exist some people that are like, I'm subscribed to this person, not this person, and this person. And I can see that as a valid complaint. But, whatever I make, I'm posting on this channel, okay? I'm not gonna make a separate channel for me and SNES Trick, me and my sister, me and picked up on a bus, me and literally anyone. Anything I do is going to be on my channel. Anything I'm co-commentator with, I might put on my channel. Although I won't own the video. FD I do. So anyway. Since I have nothing to talk about at the moment, might as well do voice. Because, you know, Funky Kong. Hey, been a long time, Donkey Dude. K. Rool's returned to the real bummer. So the main monkey's here to fix you up with some real reptile kicking hardware. Check this out. I've got this real cool shooter that'll trash K. Rool's army. And it's yours for just 3 coins. Are we talking a deal here? Hell yeah! Yeah. Looking good, Donkey. Also, just Donkey. Let me give you the lowdown. To fetch out or put away your gun, press and hold Z, and then C right. Press B. You can also press C up to use aiming sight mode. Every fire plugs on the monkey to save for ammo refills. Zero doing right now, Donkey Dude. Afraid I gotta go work on my next big thing. Not sure what that voice was. Not the voice I imagined in my head, but whatever. Had to do a unique-ish voice. Also, that really hurt my throat. Good thing this part will be over soon. Even though I just went into Jungle Japes. Finally, our first golden banana of Jungle Japes. As soon as we collect it from Diddy Kong here, our buddy, tells us we might need Funky's help. Well, good thing we visit Funky, because there's coconut switches. And as the name of our gun implies, it's a coconut shooter. So I wonder what we must do. Hey, I'm not here through your choice, you know. And he, like, come on, fit through the bars. Fit through the gosh dang bars. You can totally do it. Be careful when climbing on these trees on emulator, by the way. Especially if your emulation settings are bad. Because your character spazzes out, sometimes that counts as the character going towards places. So sometimes you just kind of randomly warp and just void out, and you just start at the beginning of the area. I might demonstrate voiding out, especially in Jungle Japes specifically, because there's something funny I would like to show off. Maybe I'll show it when I'm through with Jungle Japes. Alright, anyway. Normally I'd get this last, but whatever. I don't have any particular route or anything. I'm just... yeah. Actually, I want to go this way first. Well, good thing I managed to grab onto that vine. Oh yeah, in my emulator settings, transparency is a problem for me. This banana is supposed to be transparent, indicating that Donkey Kong can't collect it under any circumstance. That's gonna go for the same for many things. For some reason, only some things have transparency fixed, like this pad right here, for some reason. Like, the transparency shows up fine, but for everything else, meh. Alright, now let's go to... oh, wait. Oops, I don't have the cranky thing yet. And I don't have 3 activated, okay. Sorry about that. My routing in here is way different from the one I did in practice, because in practice I was trying to do something like unlock all Kongs early, or something like that. Anyway, I'm just going to demonstrate here. Even though you can perfectly see that, you can't quite shoot that yet, because the bullets are kind of like dying out on velocity and whatnot. I take it that's what's happening. Like, even though it's going at the same speed no matter what, I take it the bullets are dying out and just losing their velocity. That's what I like to imagine. Also, I don't want that yet. Oops. also, that wasn't the last one yet. Wow, I'm a big failure. Just wow. I forgot to shoot this one. No big deal. Also, you'll see me aiming very slowly. That's because I'm holding Z, like Funky said. Because I'm doing keyboard controls, that's pretty much kind of necessary. Here, I'll demonstrate right here what happens when I just tap a button. Yeah, that's me tapping a button. So, yeah, it's pretty much necessary. Pretty much. Gotta go back here, it's important. Gotta get that one bunch of bananas. Bunch of baloney. Like I said, 98% perfects. Now that we've rescued Diddy Kong, there's red bananas. Red Knuckles. We're supposed to be pink Knuckles. No. Anyway, let's just go claim a reward. And I wonder what's going to happen when we collect the banana. I mean, we shot switches that were above closed gates. The gates didn't quite open yet, so I imagine the gates may open when we collect that banana. Which ties into some problem with DK64, but I don't mind it one bit. Some things just don't make sense. They just don't. If you have a wacky imagination, it will make sense. If you don't care, it'll make sense. Or you don't care that it doesn't make sense. I didn't get this one up there. Yeah, I did. You don't care that it doesn't make sense. You just, yeah. Where am I going? I'm forgetting which button's which. I'm forgetting where I'm going. Oh yeah, going here. Because this path has DK's bananas. But oh wait, let's turn right so we can get this one banana coin over here. There we go. Then we can continue. Like, a lot of the things are just kind of out of the way with this game, but I don't mind it one bit. The more time with this game, the better. In my eyes, at least. So, now that we have visited Cranky, now that we've gotten coins and unlocked the ability to see Cranky, let's go buy another one of his potions. Which, every character that tries to help you, Cranky Kong, Funky Kong, and more Kongs, you gotta pay banana coins. That's what the banana coins are there. It's been a thing since Donkey Kong Country. You gotta pay them for their advice or their help. Same thing here. Now with this, we can use the DK pad, and we can now play the Barrel Blast courses. He says press Z to fire, but you can actually push any of the A, B, or Z buttons to fire. Some of the gun control of this game is kind of inconsistent at times. Once again, I don't mind it. Also, Giant Beaver. This game has, like, the giant naughties in the entire game. Yay for frozen naughties. That is very, very naughty. Very naughty pose he got there. Let's see, what coins do I have? Yeah, I should be fine on coins. Here's Rambi, one of our favorite animal buddies, because, you know, anything that gets in his way, he'll just annihilate. And his team's also really good, too. Yeah! Destroy everything! Take that! So, with Rambi here, he has pretty much the same controls. Move, jump. He kind of jumps weirdly. I don't think there's ever a time where you need to jump, although you can just do sideways stuff with that. You can do this. But with a special move, I'm sure you know from Donkey Kong Country 2, you can charge. right there is one of the most startling and scariest things I've ever seen in games in my childhood. Like, that is just flat out scary. Hello, Banana Fairy. That I can clearly grab you. But no, I can't. Also, that thing's bigger than I thought it was. That thing's actually quite big. Really, really big. So now that we've uncovered the huts, I'm sure you've noticed it, but there's DK bananas. Unfortunately, we cannot grab him as Rambi, and we can't ground pound as Rambi, so gotta do this as DK. I could get this banana by glitching through a wall, but that's not fun. I rather play through it normally, more or less. I know there exist no damage runs of several games, and I'm pretty sure this game is near impossible for a no damage run, because sometimes it's just way too hard to avoid getting hit. You're too used to things that normally would get you hit. You're like this game is like so easy that you can just really go reckless and still have fun. Sometimes it's fun to be reckless with games. It also makes the playthrough that much more enjoyable and funny. Now let's go to the DK barrel course, and time to show you something funny. Normally when you stand on it, he just spazzes out, right? But thing is, the spazzing out depends on his forward momentum, but if he stops, it's set to a forward momentum. So if I tap down and press Z, that just kind of happens. I love doing that. And when you run full speed, he really spazzes out. So this barrel course is easy enough. Also, I just missed the banana. It's easy that you can just... Like, the barrels are so slow that you can pretty much make it first cycle. Although for a beginner, you want to learn how the barrels move first, so of course you want to do that. So, remember, in here, you can press any of A, B, and Z to fire. Oops. One time I got that banana coin and overshot the barrel. That happens sometimes. The bananas and barrels aren't quite lined up. It is a 3D game, so it's kind of hard to do it. Alright, will I miss the golden banana? I thought I did there. Otherwise I would have been saying, "You got to be kidding me." But I'm not here to imitate others. I got this one, right? Yeah, I did. How many bananas do I got? Oh, 100. So you might have noticed back in the course, if you get 100 color bananas, you hear a jingle with chimps and a bunch of bongos and stuff. That indicates that you got 100 in a level. Even though there's a counter on the pause screen there, you can also see here. But there's a reason there's a separate counter for this and this. You'll see why. And by see why, I mean probably not. I mean, I'll show it at least once. So that does about it for part 1 of Donkey Kong 64. And I'm so excited to get to this game. I have quite a bit to talk about it. Actually, I kinda don't, but I'll try to practice it. Also, this pausing isn't supposed to be pure blackness. I'll just sit here idly. Next time in Donkey Kong 64, we'll do Diddy Kong and get all of his stuff, and then after that, we'll do the boss and then move on to the next level, because, I was gonna do all Kongs for one level before moving on to the next by getting all Kongs early, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that. Unfortunately. But, yeah. I'm sure things will be up in the future, looking up into the future. Because I really love this game. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I really hope this microphone stood out compared to last time.